The thing that shattered the allure of gambling to me was actually a win.
I always wondered why men are always on apps, sports betting and whatnot. I was trying to find out, like, what was the hype about that?
You're clearly addicted?
Oh yeah.
Sit back, relax. I got a whole bunch of videos today about how gambling is ruining the financial future of Americans everywhere. I got a whole bunch of clips today. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Like the video, subscribe, because we today are gonna talk about how gambling is everywhere and it's messing people up. If you've ever gambled, you know that some days you're up, you're down, you're coming, you're going, you don't know what's going on. But they say the house always wins, and that saying does exist for a reason. Gambling has blew up for the past few years to the point where every other guy walking on the street got a sports betting account, and you can bet on anything. There's Kalshi, there's Polymark. When are people gonna learn? When are they gonna stop? I don't know, but let's go to the first clip right now.
The thing that shattered the allure of gambling to me was actually a win. I put $20 on black, I turned it into 40, and I realized winning didn't change anything. I was not meaningfully better off with $40 than I was with 20. But if I lost that 20, it would have changed my grocery list. If I were to take the $1,000 that I have in my savings account today, put it on a single number and turn it into $35,000, I'd still have to go to work tomorrow. Of course, that kind of money eases pressure, don't get me wrong. But it made me realize that I would need such a crazy amount of money to even start with, to change my life, to risk on a double or triple bet, that just having that base amount in my account would solve all my problems in the first place. And that's how I felt when I had nothing to lose. Anyone can get lucky once, but I would never bet my life that I'll get lucky again.
Okay, so we just saw that first clip, and I didn't think that guy existed. I didn't think people ever stop gambling when they win. I thought people only stop gambling when they hit rock bottom, they lost all their money, and they have to stop. But this guy actually stopped gambling when he won some money because he realized that the money that he did win isn't going to change his life. Let's go to the comments on this one. Oh no, it's not the meme. Oh, this is my favorite meme of all time. This meme keeps people up at night. This meme is probably the reason why tens of millions of gamblers exist, because you just don't know. If you don't stop, if you're in the game, you got to keep going. You can never end on a loss, because that one more swing at it, that one more shot, that one more throw, the Hail Mary, it might hit. But will it hit? Seeing someone take gambling seriously and not a silly joke is so refreshing. You can only lose 100%, but you can gain 1000%. I don't know. I've seen people lose way more than 100%. Gambling addicts, they'll take out loans and stuff. We've all seen a movie where it was like some guy had a loan shark, took out 10 bands, and now the loan shark's like, you got 1 week to give me my bread, I'm gonna break your legs. But wait, this is not just the average guy on the street. Let's see in the next clip who else is participating in sports betting.
In the last week, the NFL announced 4 more players have been suspended for violating the league's gambling policy.
I don't know what they do in other organizations because I've only been in Kansas City, but every single year in training camp, you get told there is no betting in the facility, no betting period. You cannot bet on NFL games at all. That's been my understanding. You cannot bet on games. Why is this offseason everybody getting hit with betting on NFL games?
I just think more guys are doing it because it's easier to do now with all the betting apps and all that stuff. Jonathan Jones of the Patriots said, I understand rules are rules, but I can risk my life so that my team wins, but I can't risk $1,000 on my team winning. Here's the problem with that. That sounds good in theory, but anybody that knows somebody that's been in debt before to casinos knows the predicament that puts a guy in. What happens when you're $14,000 in the hole because you've been betting on your own self, and then the bookie says, hey, you do something in this game, all of a sudden your slate's clean. That happens. In a perfect world, if you wanted to bet on your own team and there was no repercussions for it and you couldn't get into debt to casinos that could leverage you to throw football games, yeah, you could do that. But that's not a perfect world. Moral of the story, I really don't think people understand the effect that gambling has and the amount of debt you can get into quickly. It's been made very much normalized in our culture recently. It's becoming so in the NFL. It does affect the integrity of the game. It's not as simple as just betting on your team to win. There's a lot more factors in play here.
Integrity of the game. Every time I watch an NFL game, I ask myself, I say this out loud, how much money do the referees have on the game? I didn't know the players were betting on the game too. Look, I gotta check out the comments on this one. Was banned a long time ago for a good reason. There will always be an underground, but making it legal affects all sport because it's fixed. NFL games, are they fixed? I'm not the one to say. Not just players, more so the refs. Look, I'm not here to say gamble, don't gamble. Let the guy in the next clip give you some life advice.
I did not learn from yesterday, and we're going back to the casino again today. We're going back with £100. All of us are going back. We're going to double or triple our money again. We don't lose. We always stay up. Let's see what happens.
Sheesh, that guy's on a losing streak. Some guys just need to know when to walk away or just not play at all. Let's take a look at the comments. Ran up 30 pounds to 15K and lost it all. I guess turning 2 figures to 5 figures wasn't enough. They need to turn 5 figures to 6, 6 figures to 7, 7 figures to 8 figures. It never stops. A true gambler never quits. Seriously, don't continue doing this. It can become a really bad addiction. Reasonable attempt, same time tomorrow. Don't you know a gambler's favorite line is you can't end on a loss and you can't stop a win streak? The guy in the next clip don't get it.
Bro, when you gambling, you gotta know when to stop and get out that shit. G. Like, if you go to casinos, you play slots, you sports bet, whatever the case may be, G, it's a certain amount when you come up, bro, will risk it all. Like, bro, I got a homie be sports betting all, bro. This gonna tell me that his went in, bet $100, $200 bet, came up 2K and kept betting and lost it all in the same day. I'm like, gay. Now, this he be trying to give me the sports bet, all that shit like that. But I can't ever even get into sports betting for real because his lose more than he win. I'm like, bro, you ain't even got me in the confidence to really want to even start doing that shit. But this motherfucker, I'm like, why would you put 100, 200 in on a bet gang and you come up 2? Well, you feel me? If you gon' bet again, why not bet another $100 or $200? Why would you gamble everything that you just came up off on? You feel me? Now it's win or go home. You see what I'm saying? When your could have came up off that 2 racks, that's at 1,800 you came up if you put in 2, put another 100 or another 200 in. So if you lose, you only down 16. I'm gang. Ain't no way that bro, you gotta know when to get out. Hey, you gotta get out while the getting's good. You see what I'm saying? Don't, you feel me, come up a whole, you feel me, rent money, come up 1 band, 2 band, 3 bands, and then you lose it all, rebating the all back.
I know somebody needed to hear that. Let's go straight to the comments. If I win 2K off 100, I'm out. Straight bets only. It's all discipline, bro. Risk what I'm gonna lose. 2 bands, back to saving. The guy in the next clip treats gambling like a video game.
You were gambling and like consistently winning. How were you able to do that? Was there a strategy behind this or was it luck?
Not playing perfect blackjack. The odds of you losing are like 80%. Realistically, the strategy, which is not mathematically a good strategy, but I always just raise the bet until I win. So say I lose $20,000 on a blackjack hand, and the next one just put down 30,000, and you lose, put down 50,000, put down 60,000, and either it ends in devastation or you're good.
This guy said it either ends in devastation or you're good. I don't want to know what devastation looks like. Let's just look at the comments. Is mathematically a good strategy if you have an infinite amount of money? Progressive overload. Either it ends in devastation or you're good, with the angel emoji. This is starting to sound like an addiction. No, it can't be. Let's just hear what the woman has to say in the next clip.
I always wondered why men are always on apps, sports betting and whatnot. I was trying to find out, like, what was the hype about that? Why are y'all so obsessed with putting in bets? Like, just watch the damn game. Until I did it. I put in my first bet. And I won. And the way I was so happy about it, the enjoyment it gave me, I'm like, wow, this is what men feel like when they win a bet. Mind you, I didn't even know what I was putting in. I just put a bet in. And from the luck of God, I won. Then the next day, I watched a different sport, put in a different bet, and I lost by 1 leg. And the way it pained me, I'm actually still thinking about it. I truly understand the way men be so stressed out and pissed off when they lose a bet by 1 leg. Whole time I'm like, what the hell is 1 leg? You got 2 legs. Where the other leg coming from? Where's that terminology from? Found out. Lost my bet by 1 leg. And I'm still sad about it. I truly understand. And the worst part is that I think I'm addicted to it. And I will be putting in another bet the next game. I don't know if I'll win. Anytime I watch sports now, I just need to. It's like a need.
I don't understand anyone who says that placing a bet on the sports game makes the game more fun to watch. It ruins the experience for me. I just want to enjoy the game. Let's see what the comments are looking like. It's not an addiction, it's dedication, remember. Best feeling in the world. Playing the game when you have a parlay in makes the game fun. Let's look at this next clip about someone who just can't seem to leave the casino.
When's the last time you've been to the casino?
3 weeks ago.
And when's the next time you're going to the casino?
Like, I'll leave here and go. Friday.
No!
Friday. Yes.
You're
yes.
coming from this show and going to the casino. How much did you lose last time you went to the casino?
My budget for the casino.
Budget? You have debt!
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, then why the f are you going after you coming out of here? It's not a joke.
Well, wait. It was already planned.
I don't care. How much did you spend last time at the casino?
$1,000. It's not a lot.
Well, then you talking about? It's not a lot. $1,000 is a lot of money.
Well, no, I don't think so because
What?
I see people like at the.
I don't give a what other people do.
Well,
What?
at the roulette table, they're
Who
like
cares what other people are
$1,000s.
doing? $1,000 is a lot of money.
I just put like $20 in slot machines.
Yeah, but $1,000 is a lot of money.
For the whole time.
You thinking $1,000 is not a lot of money is why we're in $216,000 of debt.
That could have a little to do with it.
Yeah, that could have a little bit to do with it. I didn't realize it was this bad for some people. $1,000 might not feel like a lot when you have it, but once you lose it, it's definitely feeling like a lot. Let's take a look at the comments. Budget, you're in debt. $1,000 is a lot to lose, especially when you're already in debt. $1,000, I bring 100 and get scared when I lose $20. Not a lot, I lose 10 and I'm ready to go. Okay, everybody so far has been a casual, so let's get some advice from a pro and see their take on it.
Give me like maybe 2 or 3 mistakes that you're seeing people make and what they should do differently.
Giant mistakes. People cannot control themselves. I had a first 5 game, like maybe with the Athletics the other day or something, and I gave it out. And one of my guys said to me, "I can't bet against the Yankees." What do you mean you can't bet against the Yankees? Like, there's no allegiance. My allegiance is my bankroll. It's the old Bronx Tale thing. You think they care about you? Why do you care about them?
Mickey Mantle don't care about you, so why should you care about him? Nobody cares.
Mistakes, number one mistake would be chasing your losses. I know it's something that sounds like everyone says that. It's common sense. Let me tell you, though, it's real. Everyone just fires no matter if they lose. If you lose on Saturday, you lose on Sunday. I guarantee you Sunday night, you will have a play on the game. I guarantee you Monday night, you will have a play on the game. Well, if that's your mentality, this isn't for you to be a pro. It's that simple.
Yeah, people lose a parlay and they act like their mother just got slapped in the face and they just can't take that level of disrespect. Let's take a look at the comments. Biggest mistake is parlays. Started with $17 in my account, now up to $240. Just been betting $5 consistently. Betting on women's ping pong at 3 a.m. after losing all day. This guy can't even go to sleep if he's ending on a loss. Mistakes, superstitions, favorite teams or allegiances, too many picks on a parlay, streaks, every day is a new day, chasing losses, every day is a new day. But maybe the people that lose are just bad. In the next clip, we're gonna see somebody who's so bad that they're actually good.
I just realized people that are not good at sports betting are actually really fucking good at sports betting if they just did one simple change. Like me, I'm horrible. Like, and I do straight bets. I don't even do parlays, I do straight bets. So it's like one or the other, 50-50, and I still lose. But I was thinking in my head, if most of my bets are losing, then from now on, why shouldn't I just pick a bet that I really think is gonna win and then just do the opposite of that? Like, we should literally just start picking bets that we think are gonna lose, because they're probably gonna win because we fucking suck at betting. You know, I'm gonna test it. Like, today is MLB playoffs. I was looking at the Phillies game against the Dodgers. I think the Phillies are gonna win today, so I'm going moneyline Dodgers.
The first comment sums up what I think about this clip. You'd think that would work. It doesn't. Maybe it really is that simple and this guy just cracked the code. I don't know. Let's take a look at some more comments. This is called fading yourself. Just bet on both teams. Brutal. Tried this already. That doesn't work because you decided to pick the opposite, which means you think that will win, which means it loses. This next clip, we got somebody who thought they were going to win until the very end of the game and it turned out that they lost.
That's it. I'm officially done betting, especially on college football. This game right here. This game made me want to throw up, pull my hair out, throw my phone at the TV. So I had IU -6.5 against Iowa, right? -6.5. Okay. The spread was 8.5. I bought the juice, brought it down to 6.5, just in case. As you can see, it's 20-13, 3 seconds left, fourth quarter. Ball game is basically over. All we had to do was snap the ball, run around for 3 seconds, and take a knee. And then Indiana would have won, I would have won, everybody would have been happy. But for some crazy reason, this right here happens.
Not the metal answer, so final seconds will kick off.
What in the was that? Why? So IU ran backwards 40 yards for a safety. Yes, you heard that right. They ran backwards 40 yards and took a safety with 3 seconds left in the game. So the final score was 20-15. Unbelievable. You cannot make this shit up.
You gotta feel bad for this guy. He had the sad music in the background and everything. Nah, I don't really feel that bad. Let's see what the comments have to say though. Vegas all day. That was insane. Coach needs to be investigated. Rigged. He could have went down anywhere. Investigate. Now, I didn't really think the coach was betting on the game, so I had to find one more comment. Here it is. The coach can't trust his kid to watch the clock, and he knew it would take more than 3 seconds to run through the end zone. I would have told my players to do the same thing. Good coaching, bad betting. People just don't love the game like they used to. They just care about that money, like how we're gonna see in the next clip.
We might be in the end times because what do you think this is a reply to? Are they going to refund the picks? There were numerous parlays about to hit, and it's over with nearly a quarter to play. Yeah, that is the Detroit Lions announcing that their player Maurice Norris is actually okay because he got knocked out of a game after a scary hit in the fourth quarter of a preseason exhibition football game. And because it was such a scary hit and he was left unconscious, they said, hey, it's not worth it. Let's just end the game. It doesn't matter all that much. He's going to be okay. Great news, right? But are they going to refund the picks? My parlay almost hit. Like, if we played the entire fourth quarter, definitely going to make some money on that. And all of this just speaks to just how insidious the sports betting culture that we currently inhabit is. Probably one of the worst gifts to humanity is BR betting. They tweeted this in May of last year. Like, what does this even mean? Best time to shower. These are not actionable odds. You cannot bet on PM and have that bet cash because this is not a real thing. And what do they post? Not even 2 months later, best time to shower, night, morning. Like, what are you doing? Such an awful post that you have to post this 2 times in 2 months. Things like this, which is the best for buffalo wings, blue cheese or ranch? Just do a Twitter poll. Just say, I like blue cheese more, I like ranch more. Why does it have to be odds? Because all of this leads to dudes like Roxy Doodle who are betting money on exhibition football and then mad when a player is actually okay because it ended the game early because everyone thought they were injured.
Yeah, you know you take it too far when you're betting on a preseason game that doesn't even matter. Let's go ahead and take another look at the comments. Sports gambling is a social disease and is turning young men into fiends. NFL Now, being a partial owner of ESPN who owns a sports book, is going to be the downfall of sports integrity. People should absolutely stop sports betting. I knew my love for the game would be ruined by betting when I was on an amazing vacation, placed one parlay, then was yelling at my phone watching Nevada versus SDSU basketball instead of going outside on the beach. Man, this is getting serious. It's like these people who are gambling, they're not really even winning half the time. It's really more like a series of L's followed by rare W's that happen occasionally, and then another series of L's, and then just keeps going and going and going. This next clip explains just that.
You're clearly addicted? Oh yeah. Like me and my buddies, even when I'm not going to the casinos and gambling bigger chunks of money, once a week we're hosting poker nights where we buy in for 20-40 bucks between 10 guys, then we play like tournament style. Winner takes all.
But this addiction, it's obviously brought financial stress to your life and potentially other stressors. I don't know. What have you done to combat it or get help or do anything?
And there was a while there, last March till like August, I didn't gamble at all.
Okay.
Besides maybe like $20, $40 house games, which not really gambling if you ask me.
What do you mean? What do you mean that's not gambling?
Well, it's, you know, it's like going out to eat. It's like 20 bucks.
Yeah, but if you're addicted to going out to eat and then you go and get a cheaper meal, you still went out to eat.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So you never stop?
No, I guess not then.
So is your friend group a big gambling group?
Very big gambling group.
You know the end result of this, right? The end result of this is you probably can't be friends with them, which is so hard. So much easier to say than do, because what are we without friends? You need a support system. You'd be bored, you'd feel lonely, but also they're dragging you down, because if you want to get to a better place where you're not addicted to gambling and spending your entire yearly existence on it and every single cent you make, you'd need to get out of that situation. But like, how can you? It's hard.
It is a hard situation, and dare I say, it's getting serious. Gambling addiction is serious. That's not friends, bro. Gamblers never tell you how much they've lost, only how much they've won. Poor guy. So you know I couldn't end it on that sad note. I got one more clip about a guy who won it big, and then he went to the city where all the secrets sleep.
What is one bad financial decision that you regret making in life?
All right, true story. Nobody gonna believe me, but true story. I was on a game show. All right. Yeah.
What game show? What game show?
I Can See Your Voice on Fox.
Okay.
And I ended up winning. 100,000.
True story?
True story. This is a true story. I swear to you. Honest. You could go find me. I win 100,000. I ended up getting a check a year later.
Yeah.
So I was like, F it. I'm gonna take all my boys. We're gonna go to Vegas.
Okay.
So I got all the money. We get a big penthouse at the Cosmopolitan. That was $1,800 a night. We stayed for 1 week. I promise you that whole week, I left with $0. Gone.
Are you serious?
Gone. Everything, a word to everything. Word to my mom.
What did your family have to say about that?
What they gonna say? It's my money. I made it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man, it's like you gonna make money and then
Money comes, money goes.
Yeah, you gonna make it and you'll make it back somehow, some way.
How'd that make you feel though? Like it must have made you feel sick, right?
Yeah, I was like 25. Now I'm about to turn 30, so it's like I'm like I kind of up, but at the same time, now I had a blast.
Yeah. If you could go back and keep that money, what would you have done?
Probably would have invested, started a business or some sort.
Like what kind of business?
I don't know. I wanted to open a hookah bar, so
yeah.
So I'm thinking like I probably would have done that easy.
Damn.
Yeah,
That is a crazy
That's
story.
a true story. That's a true story.
So I left out the comments that were flaming him that he spent $100K on his boys for a week in Vegas, but he definitely left out some details in that Vegas story. So let's go to the comments one last time and see what they have to say. That $100K would have set him up for life. Ask him if any of those friends are around. I would have died with this story. Financial literacy is critical education. Not even out the country, he spent it in Vegas. We have even more comments. Biggest fumble of his life. I bet he thinks about that money every single day. They not real for letting you even do that, SMH. Bring back shame. Let's keep some secrets. I'm begging. He could have took 10K to Vegas and had a blast. Well, that's all the clips I have. Hope you liked the video. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.